We're going to try to stay on task.
But you know us. We always.
Yes, I do know you.
Okay.
And so this is great that I can be able to do this with
Yes,
my own
we're
parents.
together.
That
We're still together. We hold hands so we don't fight.
So we are going to do what is called an ethical will. Do you know what that is? Or what does that mean to you
Something
when
you
you
can
hear
leave your
that?
children and point out your values and family to them.
Okay. Lulu, what does it mean to you?
Means what we believe in and what we would wish for our children and what we hope that they will follow through their lives.
Okay.
One of the important things that we just read was that the most important thing you have is your name. And I want to let you know that. That's how we feel, that we would like you to all make sure that you have a good name and carry it out. My name is Lou Ann Heifetz Bongard. My Lou was from my grandfather Louis, and the Ann was from my Aunt Ann. Pretty clever, wouldn't you say?
My name originally was Hendy Leon Bongard. I didn't know Hendy was the first name. And when I went into service and brought my birth certificate, but I was going by Leon, they told me I'd have to have that legally changed at the courthouse. I had to change to Leon Hendy Bongard. Hendy is named after my dad's mother, which would be my grandmother. Leon, I don't know where it came from.
Hinda. Her name was Hinda.
I'm going to be interrupted again tonight.
Things happen.
Leon is Eliezer. That's the name I go by.
Lame. Who was it named for?
I don't recall.
You weren't there.
I wasn't there, you're right.
You were too young.
I am 79, hopefully going on 80. I supposedly am in good health. The only thing bothering me is my legs. I've gone through quite a bit. I remember being sent to a doctor, and he told me the average age is about 75 for a white man. This is 12 years ago. And I then asked Dr. Abelson, the son of my rabbi, what he thought my life expectancy was. And he said there was a saying, take 120, 120, he called it in Jewish, deduct your age, 68 at that time, meaning you've got 52 years left. You should live to 120. And I thought that was a better way of explaining my life expectancy. I've had cancer. I'm diabetic. I have a pacemaker. But outside of that, people tell me I look good. And I think I am improving. I do have one bad leg where I use a cane, or I call it a stroller. Walker. Outside of that, I feel okay.
I figure if only one leg is bad, then he should hop on the good leg. It would be a lot easier to get around than fetching with the bad leg. Okay.
So in spite of some health issues, you feel...
I feel I've had a long life, approaching 80, which was more than I expected. My mother died at a young age, 56. My sister passed away at 67, my dad at 82. But I look forward to longer life, and I feel I've been blessed. I have 5 great-grandchildren, which we'll probably talk about a little later.
Okay. I'm 77. Now I'm only 77 in numbers, except when I look in the mirror. When I look in the mirror, I see this old lady. I wonder who it is, because inside I'm 57. And I really feel good. I feel like I'm in very healthy, I'm in very good shape. I'm strong. I have energy. I'm a starker. I don't know. I think upbeat, energetic. I hope mature.
I think we have a very good name and a good reputation for what we do, or have been doing. And that's very, very important to us. We get along very well with our friends. We enjoy being with them. And we also go to Florida for the winter, where we have other friends.
Not too many.
Not too many.
Why is that?
We moved in, I think, in Florida 18 years.
20. Honey, 1987.
This is only practice when we get to the real one.
Okay.
We moved in 20 years ago, and we all moved in fairly new. All of us were brand new, because the condo was just built that year. However, in the 20 years, probably at least half of them have passed away. So we have to start looking for younger and healthier friends again. But we'll find some.
Thank God our kids come down. That's our biggest blessing. And our grandchildren come down. And our great-grand little Hako is coming too. And that's our blessing. We have blessings. We have more blessings than anybody else I know. And we are thankful to God for our blessings.
Very easy. My children. Children, grandchildren, now we have the 5 great-grandchildren. All boys. I think the good Lord is getting even with me. We started, Glenn and I, with 3 daughters. Then we got 3 son-in-laws. Then we had 5 granddaughters in a row. Now we're seeing the boys come.
My most prized possession also is my family, my wonderful daughters, my wonderful sons-in-law, my wonderful grandchildren, and of course our great-grandchildren, and they are our pride and joy. There's no better prize or gift. And having a wonderful, loving husband.
Thank you.
Most of the time.
I think I've had an amazing life. Much more, probably. Like I said to Rabbi Abelson once, there's nothing I can hope for or wish for that I don't have or cannot have if I want. The only thing I would like is good health. That's my hopes.
Lulu?
And I wish for Leon's good health too, because we want more years together. But I think that we're making the most of the years that we do have, because they're precious.
I would like to go to Israel again. We've been there 3 or 4 times.
4.
4 times we've gone there. But I'd like, if my legs improve, to go again.
I just want to see my children and my grandchildren grow up and be what they want to be, doing what they want to do, and in good health. I only pray for good health for my family. And to me that's more important than anything else, and to be happy in what they do.
No, I think everything is complete. I try to keep my papers in order so that they can easily be found and
Where are they?
gone over.
Where are they?
Oh, Barry knows about it.
Okay.
And everything is ready for them just about. But hopefully they're not going to use it for a while.
And my prayer and wish is that my 3 daughters keep on having a relationship with each other. That is my strongest and most important wish, is that my children are close, all 3 of them.
I feel the good Lord has been very, very good to me. Like I said, I've had quite a few things wrong. And what I got in my legs is minor compared to what I see other people have. I also can remember from whence I came. We're on the west side of St. Paul. If you were undernourished and underprivileged, you were given a free pint of milk, half pint of milk, with a graham cracker And I was in both categories. So I was given her free milk and graham crackers.
I think I just live my life as a Jew. I wouldn't know any other way to do it. I believe in my religion, my Judaism. I don't think I'm not a real, I don't know what the word would be. I believe in Judaism, and I believe in it as a way of life. And I've always been that way. Judaism has been the way that we've always lived, and that we try to bring up our children to live in the same way. I believe that people should not go hungry. I believe in tzedakah. I believe in helping people as much as possible. I feel that the new project that you have taken upon yourself, probably one of the most outstanding areas, Lev Yad, a little bit of a commercial, but I just think it's wonderful how people have really helped each other anonymously. And I just think that's probably one of the most wonderful things that people can do for each other, is helping each other. And I try to be as generous as I can, helping other people in any way that I can.
I strongly believe in the state of Israel. Like I said, we've been there 4 times, hope to go again. We have, in the past, bought quite a few Israeli bonds because we think the future isn't with Israel. And our kids have all grown up with the belief of tzedakah. They have taken out funds and invested in them, in donations and all that. And they're also very good to the community and active in the community.
Easy question? Philosophy on life.
Life has been very good to us. Unbelievable. I think we've achieved everything we could have ever have hoped for. We have a very good life with our family, and like Mr. B said, we have a condo in Minneapolis and 1 in Florida.
I never said that. I never said that.
Okay.
I just pray, my philosophy is that, as we mentioned earlier, your name is the most important thing you have, your reputation, and we pray for you that you get everything out of life that you want for yourselves and for your family.
Of course, when somebody in the family, unfortunately they've been, in most cases, older than we are, when they have passed away. But all of our family that has passed away, we have names for them that have been done in our grandchildren and great-grandchildren to carry on their Hebrew names.
And one of my saddest things is when my daughters don't all get along together. When my oldest daughter doesn't get along with her 2 sisters that are younger than she, and her 2 sisters don't always get along with her, and she doesn't always get along with me, and I don't always know why. And that's probably my saddest thing, is to have a daughter that I'm never sure how she feels about me. Do I have any fears? I don't think so. I just pray to God that there's no terrorists that would affect my children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren into their area. I have no control over that. My fear is that somebody would get sick, and I pray that they can be taken care of if they do.
Mine is a little unusual. I don't have fears, although when I had my heart surgery close to 20 years ago, I did have fears, and I wrote my daughters a letter, how much I love them, and also to my wife and to my sister. And since then, I feel I've had a lot of extra time And again, the good Lord has been very good to me.
And medical history. Medical, not so much history, but medical things that they can do for you, thank God.
I did, now I don't.
Why? What has changed?
I don't know. I think as I gotten older, I do not fear it. Because I'm a lot of medicine that seems to be helping me live a longer life. And everything that I've had outside my legs has really been fairly well cured. I have relief from. I try to take care of my body. I go to exercise 4 or 5 times a week. In Florida, I hope to go for longer walks in this winter. So I know I'm recuperating. And in my exercise class, I have 1 cane. I see a lot of people with 2 canes and a walker with them. So I'm better off than many people that I see, much of the people I see.
Lulu?
I don't fear death, but I don't want to live so long that I'm the only one left of my family and friends. I don't want to be that old where I'm the only one there.
I believe my soul goes up above. I've tried being a good individual. I don't believe I'll be seeing my parents and family up there. Not at least as a body walking around. I don't believe I'll be going underground either, outside being buried there. And so we bought our plots many years ago.
We're going to get that tree plant.
Lulu?
I do believe I'm going to see everybody that I love. I really, really do. I feel their presence in so many ways, especially my mother and dad. When anything is not good, I pray to them and ask them to please watch over whoever is sick. And I know they do, and I've asked it many times when Leon's been sick. And I do feel that they're watching over us. And also my sister-in-law. I miss her. She was my best friend, but I know I'm going to see her again.
I talked with Mother. I want a plain casket. Nothing fancy. Plain wooden casket. And Mother and I bought our plots alongside her folks probably a dozen years ago. So that's where we hope to be, at Bethel Cemetery. Would be close enough to where our kids live. Also, I hope that my children, at least Bonnie, who was named after my mother, would visit the cemetery in St. Paul where my mother is buried.
And your dad.
Because I'm about the last one from the family. My dad's there and my sister,
Lulu?
grandparents.
Special request?
I just wonder, if we've talked about it a little bit, if we should do any pre-planning, paying in advance. We sort of mentioned it to each other. I just want you to know that if anything happens to me, I've had a wonderful life. I have no regrets. I think I have the most wonderful children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren in the world. I think I've had a wonderful life. There's nothing, well, I do want to go to London one day, but that'll come. I don't want any tubes unless my children know they're gonna help. If I'm dying, I want to die. I don't want anything lingering on. How do I want to be remembered? How do you remember me? How do you think of me? I don't know what to say. I am what I am. I hope you remember me in the best light, and I hope when you think of me you smile and maybe laugh, because I think laughter is probably one of the most healing things that a person can do for themselves. I think laughter is so important. I think humor is important. So I want you to think of me with happiness. Whatever that means.
I hope you'll remember me in a good name, and the fact that I sincerely believe I have tried to do the best I could for my children. And if I didn't, I apologize. I did try the best. First one might have been a little bit hard, first child. Because we were newlyweds. I was 21. I think Luann was 19 when we had our first baby. I think we improved with each one. I've said this all the time. How fortunate I am, to have her as a wife. And I look around at many women, and I'm thankful that I have Luann. And I could not see that, God forbid, if something should happen to Luann before me, which I doubt, I don't think I could ever remarry again.
But it's okay.
No, because I feel I'm too close to my children and family. And I've had the experience of having a stepmother, which I wouldn't want to give to my kids.
You don't have to marry her.
What are you saying? I can live with her?
Just, if something happens to me, I don't want you to be lonely. And there's plenty of ladies that are there. You should see him in his aerobics class. This one brings him his weights, and the other one massages his shoulders and somebody else's head. And
Didn't spoil her.
Lulu,
yes,
what do you want to say to your hubby?
I just want to say I love you. When I see you walking down the street, or when I see you coming in the door, I still have that same thrill. When I get a note on the car that says I love you, it's like the first day we met. And I have all those notes in the car. Have you ever seen them? I love it. Thank you. I hope this isn't the end. It could just be a new beginning. I pray to God that we all stay well, and that we can all have our lives continuing on in good health, in peace, and in love for each other. We love our children more than anything else in this world.
I thought we were getting the longer version instead of the quickie one.
Long enough.
Would you believe it's been 35 minutes?
Is it?
Time goes by fast when you're having fun.
I can't wait to see that boy. Oh, he's so cute.
I think it's something that I'm glad we have it instead of writing letters. That's on video, and like our friend Mary Dorfman says, that on the Yorkside days, they show the video that you previously done to the whole family. I think that's beautiful.
Lulu, what was this
Is
experience?
Is this our last video?
We'll do it again another year.
Okay.
5 years.
I liked it because you brought out questions. You brought questions that were fairly easy to answer, and I think we're so lucky to have a daughter like you that can do all these wonderful things.
Another question.
Okay.
Look into the camera to your grandchildren and great-grandchildren and future great-grandchildren that you may not even know yet. What do you want them to know, and what do you want them to know about you?
I want my grandchildren, great-grandchildren to know that even though we may never see them, we love them. We love our family more than anything else in this whole world. We pray for them, for good health, be good people and to achieve everything that they can. And also, I would like them to be married Jewishly and raise their children Jewish.
I think Bobby Lula says everything that I would have said, or could have said.
Keep us here.